It is midsummer 2024. I wanted to give an update on the Albuquerque housing market and what we see happening right now. It's Tego Venturi with the Venturi Group of Real Broker. Supply and demand. Let's talk about those first. Supply. There are about 2,000 homes on the market right now. And for perspective, that is about 44% more than we had 1 year ago. At the same time, it's about 39% less than we had in 2019. So the number of homes on the market has definitely increased from the really low levels that we had a few years ago. I would call it historically, we're at a low level of the number of homes available to purchase at any given time. Demand wise, there were about 9,600 homes sold in 2023, which was slow because if we look back over the last 10 years, there was about 12,000 homes a year that sold in the Albuquerque area. And at one point in 2021, there were about 16,000 homes that sold. 2024 is looking to be on pace with what we saw in 23. It looks like it's going to be about that 9,500, 9,600, somewhere in there for 2024, which is a slower level again than we've seen over the last 10 years when you average it all out. Prices in June, they were at all-time high. In July, even though I don't have the final numbers for July yet, it looks like July is going to be at an all-time high for sale prices for homes in the Albuquerque area. We continue to see year-over-year price appreciation, just not at the kind of really crazy paces that we saw there, like in 21 and 22, probably in that 5% range. Again, that's some crystal ball stuff there, so a lot to play out when we look at the year-over-year numbers. It would not be unusual to see home prices peak out sometime this time of year and then pull back as we go into the fall and into the winter, and then it resets. And that's traditionally what happens every year. One other trend that's really jumped out at me is a number of homes on the market that are having a price reduction. Right now, 45% of all the homes on the market have actually reduced price. That doesn't mean prices are declining. That just means that people are listing their homes, maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves on the list price and having to reduce price. In the end, once things sell and close, we're still seeing home prices appreciate year over year. Really good news on interest rates here in the last few weeks. We've seen them pull back. We're in that 7% plus or minus range for 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So that is good news. That's not really an Albuquerque story. That's a national story. But it's the best mortgage rates we've seen since February right now. So just to wrap that all up, the big trend, supply is continuing to grow, and it's, definitely more than the incredibly low levels of the number of homes on the market in 21 and 22. Sales are steady, but they are the lowest levels we've seen since 2014. Buyer demand is strong, but affordability and limited choices for buyers have kept many people out of the market. As more homes come on the market and interest rates come down, I do suspect there'll be a lot more people coming into the market and being ready to buy. And like I said earlier, home prices have continued to appreciate just at a slower pace than we've seen over the last 5 years or so. Any questions, give us a shout. Venturi team, Real Broker, 505-448-8888.